Good afternoon, Wednesday members. Nick Papadakes here with our golf course superintendent, Scott Vincent. Today we're going to talk a little bit about proper divot patterns on the driving range. We all want perfect conditions, especially out here on the practice field. And Scott's going to talk a little bit about the process of practice and the practice of repair that he and his team do to keep our conditions so great. So Scott, talk to us a little bit about what we're seeing here on the ground.
Hello everybody. Yeah, so what we want to focus on is the proper pattern that all the members should be taking on the range, not only to help us out and help the turf, but to help fellow players and practicers, because the proper way to take a divot just takes up less space, it's a little tighter pattern, and it just provides more hitting space throughout the entire season for the rest of the members. So Nick was so kind to show us the proper way. My divots are over here because you need a shovel to backfill those. But we have the scattered pattern over on this side. This is what most people tend to do. They just want to throw their ball down into a nice piece of turf, hit it, find the next piece, and kind of move within a small circle. What that does is it just takes up too much space, and we end up chewing up too much of the range tee in too short a time. Another thing that we see commonly is the patch method, which is more something larger, and we just continue to take out the same large area, and that takes forever to heal, usually an entire growing season. And then these two lines right here are the perfect way to take divots on a range. This is called the linear divot pattern, and why this is so important is that we're providing a small space of turf in between the linear divot pattern so that it can fill in as quickly as possible. And by doing so, we will have playable turf again by the time the setup comes back to this space.
Yeah, I think the box area that he was describing earlier is a lot what we see when we watch TV and we watch the tour players. They tend to take out those little squares of turf. It looks really cool, it looks pretty fancy, but the reality of it is, as Scott says, it just takes way too long to repair. So when you're coming out here to the driving range, when you practice, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your kids. When they hit golf balls and practice on the range, we want to use this linear method for practice. We don't want to use the scatter pattern. You can be sure that Scott's team and I, and our team in the golf shop will be out watching, making sure that you guys are paying attention to the videos. So stay tuned for a few more. Scott and I are going to walk around the golf course over the course of the summer, record a few of these, and we'll send them out to you. If you have any questions or you have any ideas for us to talk about, send them our way and we'd be happy to do it. We appreciate you being here. It's already a great start to the season. Today's the 8th of June, and we're over 800 rounds over last year already. So golf course is holding up nicely, practice facility is holding up nicely, and we appreciate all your help in tending to its care. Thanks very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great weekend.